Welcome to Robert's Guitars and Gear. Today we are going to look at 60 cycle noise or single coil hum, and we're going to change the pickups in this Telecaster to noiseless pickups and see what a difference it makes. So let's give a little more background. When you have a guitar with single coil pickups like this, in fact in this case this is a 2010 made in Mexico Fender Standard Telecaster. Is actually a special edition with the switch, opposite of most Telecasters. These are ceramic single coil pickups, which are even in particular uniquely vulnerable to 60 cycle hum. Now what is it? That's noise that's in our power circuit, and they're also vulnerable to other sources of noise in our home like lights. So here I'm completely silent, but if I switch into a clean sound, you hopefully hear the noise at least a little bit. And this is still fine, and people play this way, and again this guitar produces wonderful clean tone. Fabulous clean tones. These ceramic pickups were voiced very nicely for Telecaster Fender clean tones. But you can hear the noise. In fact, the noise, which can vary like this, can be a little random, is really picked up. Now, here's the big problem. I put some gain on, and now you've got a ton of noise. In the case of this Telecaster, it's essentially the same in each of these positions. So, the idea, and I'll turn this noise off, the idea of the single coil noiseless pickup is that in fact they're really humbuckers. They really are wound, sometimes they're called stacked humbuckers. They're wound with coils that work in opposite directions so that the noise cancels or offsets itself, and what the effect you get is that of a humbucker. You get a very quiet guitar, but they're packaged to be the size of single coils that will drop right into this position. So you've heard it. Now we will make the upgrade, and I'll be back to show the difference. So here we are, we're opened up. I've taken off the pick guard, and I have unscrewed the control panel and folded that over. I've not disconnected anything, although one of the grounds from the neck pickup was already loose, and that might explain why this guitar was so particularly noisy. Some good news in here is I see that this guitar is got shielding paint, and that's good news. I don't have to do that. When you're at this point, before I've actually done anything, I recommend you take some photos so that you can reconstruct exactly how this guitar started, and then you can start swapping the pickups and rewiring. So we'll be back in a few minutes to update that. We're back. The noiseless pickups are in. I'm on my clean channel, and it's very quiet. Now, I noticed before when I started touching the strings, I was getting more noise. Not happening this time. So in the clean channel, this sounds pretty good. It's definitely quieter than what we had with the original single coil pickups. So the acid test, let's put the gain channel on. Pretty quiet. Sounds great. So a couple key points. It's quiet, but these pickups will not eliminate all noise. So for example, if there's other noise in the room, like noise that's right on the AC circuit, or if there's fluorescent lights or other sources of electromagnetic radiation, you're going to get some noise. This guitar does not have a shielded pick guard. It does have the shielded cavity like I showed you a minute ago. So even this little bit of noise would be better if I had shielded with copper tape the back of the pick guard. But this is very playable. The volume's up pretty good, and so definitely a reduction, definitely great tones. This is not really intended to be a playing review, but great tones. And I would say that this is a success. Again, gain off, absolutely quiet. So listen to the before, listen to after. I'd love to hear your comments, love to hear your own experience. I'll answer any questions, but again, if you have a guitar with 60 cycle hum because you have single coils, think about noiseless pickups. Of course, there's other options. I am not playing with any noise gate. You can certainly put a noise gate in your circuit. Now, that has its own complications because a noise gate eventually is going to cut off the tone you want also as the volume gets lower. It's not going to have quite the sustain, but you can typically dial that in so you still have something you like. But again, this is not too hard a project. It really does not require special skills besides a little soldering practice and a little patience and persistence. So I wish you luck. Thanks for watching.